and welcome to the Questionnaires podcast, where each week we source the best questions from our answers
Keep going.
and attempt to provide the best advice from
Can small bugs tell that I'm looking at them?
to.
If I donate my body to medical science, am I allowed to add a note saying he was a grower, not a shower?
We're here to prove that every question deserves an answer. Joining me this week, as always, is Marcus.
Hello, Tom.
And Damien.
Hello. I almost changed my question to, is Tom's voice going to last the rest of this podcast?
It definitely will not. I feel like I sound like Patty and or Selma
Yeah.
from The Simpsons.
You sound so sick, Tom.
I'm a little bit unwell.
Should we get Tom some water? Do you
Would
have
you like
water,
some water?
Tom?
Oh, look, I'll be okay. If I start to turn pale, send for some water.
Okay,
Yeah.
how about this? Whenever you feel like you can't go on,
Yeah.
me and Marcus can be like your tag team partners, and like,
I'll just leave the room.
we can start hosting for you
Yeah,
if your voice
yeah.
is feeling a bit weak.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
we'll
we can
see
help.
how we go
We can
because
help.
I haven't been talking as much, and
Yeah.
as a result, you don't know like every
How
time
much you can push it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you might go and say a certain word, and you go. It'll just squeak out, and you're like, "Oh, that's a bit strange."
I know
but-
that pain because I was doing some live shows for my work, and I was running. I had laryngitis.
like strip
You were
shows or
presenting.
I was presenting. I was stripping for my work.
DJ, spin that genuine.
Accounting's never been so sexy.
Yeah, that's exactly what. It was like a spoken thing, and
Slang poetry.
with words.
yeah, right.
It's not the equivalent of like.
I get ya.
And I didn't realize I was speaking halfway through. I was like, I'm not going to make it through this whole
really? Yeah.
this live presentation.
You're not going
So
to
you
get
just
there.
pole dance for the rest of it,
Yeah.
right?
I pole dance for
Just
the
like to
rest
swing
of it.
those hips.
Yeah.
Marcus's sexiest stripping skill is when they throw the bills at him.
Yeah.
He's able to work out
He tabulates
the
them up.
exact amount
Yeah,
they
right.
threw at
Yeah,
him.
and the tax that you have to pay on that. That's right. I have to pay on that.
He knows how much
It's
he
like,
earns and how much
this-
he gets, how much the tax man gets.
Yeah, the
very
tax man's
sexy.
taking $2 of this one.
Well, yeah, hopefully I can hold it through.
Hopefully.
But I maybe will just take more of a back seat on the show.
Okay,
if
I'm
need
happy
be.
to look. I'm happy for you to take a back seat right now.
Yeah, right.
I did something really dumb recently.
Let's hear it.
And I'd love to share it with you guys.
Please, that's what I need.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are aware of my I spat in a drawer last week unintentionally.
Toothpaste drawer.
Yes. I did something else very dumb the other night. So I was going to Coles,
Okay.
the shopping centre.
Yes.
And, it was at like 10 o'clock at night. I was on the way to my girlfriend's house, was just stopping in. And
Stop being and say hello. That's it.
at the Coles, not my girlfriend's house.
Right.
But anyway, so do you know, like, with most shopping centres, it's just like all windows at the front, and especially at night, it's like quite bright, the lights are on, that kind of thing.
Sure.
So it's 10 o'clock at night. I thought, I'll just park to the side. I'm going quickly. I'm just grabbing some chocolate, right? So from inside the store, you couldn't see my car. So as I come out and I walk into my car, I notice there's a guy standing by my boot,
Okay.
kind of looking out to the street, and another guy standing by my door.
Oh.
And for some reason, as I was walking to my car, I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
But as I
yeah.
got to get close to my car, I'm like, hang on a second. I think
They're trying to break in.
they're trying to break into my car, and maybe I'm about to get mugged right now.
Holy shit.
But I was-
that sounds scary,
So,
Damien.
and because I'm an idiot, as opposed to backing up,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kept walking to my
Powered
car.
through. He powered through.
I ain't no chicken.
He showed alpha dogness.
No, I didn't. I showed. I would have been in the Darwin Awards for what I did.
Yeah.
So as I get to my door, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of committed now.
I'm committed.
I don't know why I thought this way. It was so stupid.
I'm
I'm
dying.
also confused why you're standing up at
I
this.
wasn't
right.
reenacting it.
Okay, cool.
So, and
For
as
the
I-
audience at
and
home.
as I got to the door, they kind of backed up.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the guy said to me, "What are you up to, mate?"
Oh.
And my reaction was so he's on my driver's side,
Not
on the
getting
passenger
mugged,
side.
thank you.
Definitely not getting mugged tonight.
Hopefully not dying, sir.
My response to that was to unlock my car and jump into the passenger seat and lock the door immediately. What? And then the guy kind of looked at me weirdly, and they both just backed up very slowly.
Whoa.
And I sat in my passenger seat until they got up on the curb.
Yeah.
I jumped over it. I jumped over into the driver's seat.
You stumbled over the handbrake and everything.
Getting poked in the butt by the handbrake.
Were they just staring at you?
Yeah, they were just staring at me, and I was staring at them.
I think he's about to straddle that gear stick. Right in front of us.
You stare him in the eye as
Sit on the whole handbrake.
just going in.
Here we
and
were
he's like, "Ooh."
thinking he was beta. He's alpha as, bro. Let's get out of
Fuck, we
here.
didn't mug him.
Fuck, let's get out of here.
He would have sat on my head and swallowed me
Whoa.
whole.
That's crazy.
So, and then like awkwardly just like drove away. And the whole time I was driving, I'm like, what am I thinking? I almost got, like, oh, my car almost got mugged. What am I? I'm an idiot. Like,
Did you have anything in there, or were they just going to take the car?
See, I was going away for the weekend,
Oh, okay.
and I had a suitcase in my back seat.
Yep.
So potentially, maybe they were thinking they're trying to get at that.
He saw your threads as you walked out. He's like, damn, he's stylish. He must have more in his suitcase.
I was in moccasins at the time.
Yeah, that would have been. You're
That means your good shoes are in the bag.
It's not really mugging him.
Right.
But like, it was just one of those things where I was like, why did I do that? I'm
my
an
God.
idiot.
No,
I think
that
that's-
was the smartest thing.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
I'm lucky that when I unlocked my car, he didn't make a reach for the door.
That's
He's like,
true.
oh,
And I
thanks,
thought
bro.
about-
I got
yeah,
this.
exactly. Yeah.
He's like, cool, we're trying to break in, but unlocking it's a great
The
idea.
cops like see the footage. It's like, well, you opened the door for him. It's technically not breaking and entering.
Right.
So
You just let them in.
gave
And then
him
you
permission.
pleasured yourself in the handbrake. What is going on?
yeah, so that was dumb.
You just
But like in the moment, you obviously weren't sort of that flight or flight.
Yes, but I think I was also in the mentality of it's a weeknight.
Yeah.
It's I live in a relatively safe area, and I was also just like I'm getting in and out. I'm just grabbing some chocolate and I'm leaving. So
Yeah.
Like, that kind of I don't know. That just never left my head. So I stuck to the plan.
You weren't like,
But the plan deviated a little bit because you went into the passenger side.
I mean, yeah,
like that wasn't part of the plan.
not a
Damien.
smart getaway when you don't have a steering wheel in front of you.
just gonna improvise.
But I like
So long, sucker. And he's like, where's the wheel?
I just pull the handbrake down and roll back slowly.
But what I
Just
love most,
tripped out.
you must have scared the shit out of him because when you unlocked it and got into the passenger side,
Yeah.
naturally you would think they'd try to open it. So they must have been like, well, we're not going to try now.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
They
weird.
definitely weren't just hanging out there. They were.
No,
scoping
they
the
were like
place.
right next to. I'm assuming the guy at the boot was on lookout or something like that.
Right. Wow.
Well,
You made it, mate.
I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm here to help other people with their problems.
That's why God saved you that
That's
night.
right. Yeah, exactly right.
exactly.
He has more advice to give.
We had to record this week. So.
Exactly.
So we're
You set up the show, Tom.
going to answer
no,
some
no.
questions.
Let me set up the
All
show.
right.
Let me protect your
This
voice.
is
So
great. I'm
that
gonna
question
sit
I just
back.
brought that problem I just brought to the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ask the kind of things we deal with the from Yahoo Answers.
Yahoo Answers, yes.
Tell
we
us about it,
we go
Marcus.
grab Yahoo Answer questions because the advice on Yahoo Answers is not terribly great. It's actually terrible.
Yes.
I don't know why it's terrible. Anyway, and so we try and provide advice to those
Yes,
users.
and those people often do stupid things like I did.
I don't,
and we
say,
try and
I
help
don't
them
say
out
it's
of it.
necessarily stupid because you got away with your car.
It's true.
Did you feel
No harm, no harm.
Did
no
you feel
harm,
like
no
a
foul.
big strong man when
I
you went and
did
saw your
not.
girlfriend? You're like, oh yeah, they ran. They
felt-
went running. You know, Damien sorted it out.
No, I felt like I won the life lottery, to be
Yeah,
honest. Like,
I think
I was
so.
like, second chance.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's it.
Try it again.
So now we usually provide a theme
Yes.
to
Yeah.
the question askers, and I believe Damien has the theme.
I have the theme for today.
Rest up, Tom. Rest
Yes.
up.
No, I love this. This is so good.
This is a little bit out of the ballpark,
Yeah.
but I thought it was funny. Today, I was reading up about Samuel L. Jackson
Yep.
Okay.
and realized I don't know what the L stands for.
Oh,
So I'm going to give you guys a celebrity name that has a middle initial.
Yeah.
great.
And I want you to guess what you think it stands for your
right.
question asker.
All right.
Is that clear?
We can do that.
Clear
So,
as mustard.
so let's just say it's William H. Macy. You might say like, oh, maybe it stands for Harry.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right. So Tom, I'm going to give you Samuel L. Jackson. Do you know what the L stands for?
The L stands for Luciano.
Samuel Luciano Jackson.
All right, Samuel
Writes
Luciano
in.
Jackson writes in. Is it unacceptable to eat lasagna with your hands at home? Okay, I was eating lasagna with my hands at my aunt's house. This is how I eat it when I'm in my own house. I never use utensils, but in the restaurant I do use a fork and spoon, which is interesting.
They're civilized
Yeah.
to a degree.
Right. My aunt saw me and got mad at me and was like, is that how you eat in a restaurant?
Luciano.
I didn't raise you. Your Italian upbringing. Use your fork. When technically it wasn't even a restaurant when I was at her house. Did I only further infuriate her because I just showed up at her house as an unexpected visitor?
Oh, my God.
Samuel Luciano Jackson.
Oh, wow.
So this is why God spared my life to deal with this question.
Well, you know, as an Italian, you know all the laws on eating lasagna and spaghetti.
It's
and
Funny
true.
that you picked this question because I have a way of eating lasagna that my family think
Frowns
is a bit
upon?
sacrilege. Yeah.
Oh, the username was Damian with an A, so it must be you.
So I, instead of like, you know, like most people eat lasagna like a cake in that they cut multiple layers.
Yep.
I eat it sheet by sheet. so I
Oh,
peel
really?
it and just like stick the whole sheet in my mouth.
I got to admit that is blasphemous, Damien. I don't know what you're doing. It's a layer lasagna. It's not cooked that way, Damien.
To me, it's kind of like a fun little onion. I'm peeling layer and layer.
No, but
and
there are
just
difference in the layers, though.
Yeah.
You won't get the bechamel and the cheese and the
the
tomato
meat
sauce.
and the peas and the
meat.
egg.
They're meant to be eaten together, Damien.
Yeah,
But,
right.
but like,
What would Nonna say?
yeah, well, with my family, they put so much cheese in there that all those ingredients stick to the layers anyway.
Yeah, right.
So I'm still getting that flavor explosion.
So you can relate to Samuel Luciano.
I can.
Would you eat it with a spoon?
Nah, I'm spoon stupid.
very
Come on.
interesting, though,
That's a
like-
joke.
Oh, that's the joke.
While we're on the topic of spoons, well, how do you feel about a spork?
I'm all for the spork.
Yeah, I like a
and,
spork.
and in fact, for lasagna, I can see a spoon being used. It's fine because lasagna isn't like a steak. You can't cut a steak with a spoon.
But lasagna, you can cut. Yeah, you can cut with
You
anything.
can cut with
I
anything.
actually think spork is the perfect utensil for a
Whoa.
lasagna.
Yeah.
Because you stab it and then you scoop it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
I'm just not a fan of a spork.
You're not a fan at all.
No, I feel like most drawer organisers you get have
Yeah.
3 spaces for knives,
That-
forks, spoons,
No
and
forks.
maybe another one for little teaspoons.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's never a 4th one for sporks.
That's
There's
true.
never
So
the
I'm-
spork container.
You're not written in history, spork.
Don't try and be there.
If I can't buy a more than 3 drawer organizer,
Yeah. Get
Spork-
out of
there you
yeah,
go. Spork off.
get the spork out of here.
There you go, Thomas.
Forget about it.
You're a traditional utensil man.
What about for cakes?
cakes, a spoon, or a fork.
I don't.
They'll still do the job.
Sporks make no sense.
There's no
Okay.
need for the
Is
spork.
it normally like a knife on the spork as well?
I feel like they're sort of sharpened edges.
Yeah,
usually.
There's all weird hybrid utensils.
It's pointless. There's the
Yeah, why
fork,
don't I just
the
eat my
spoon,
fucking
and
food with a Leatherman if I really
or
if I
as
want
Luciano
multifunction?
or Samuel Luciano, his hands.
Yeah, which is interesting because they're not factoring in the fact that lasagna is generally warm.
It's
Yeah.
boiled, it's hot, really hot a lot of the
Yeah,
time.
right. Let's just say it's hot.
Yeah,
How
you
could
eating
you
it
eat that with
cold?
your hands?
Yeah,
So he showed up unannounced.
Yeah.
And then he ate the lasagna with his hands.
What I like is he brought the I showed up unannounced like last minute. It's like,
Yeah.
well, she just pissed because I just showed up. It's
To
like,
me, that's probably the real question. It's not because you ate the lasagna with your hands.
relatives are sort of living like I don't know. My parents in a time. Granted, we're in a time now that has messaging, but back
Right.
then it's just like we'll just show up for a visit.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I
happens.
brought
I mean,
some food. Here I am.
yeah, and especially
Welcome
with
in.
relatives, I can sort of see that. Like turning up unannounced is not that bad. I mean, maybe for friends, yes, but family, yeah, so much
That's
so.
sort of what we're expecting once the baby comes. Is people might just rock up and be like,
Yeah.
"Here we are."
What's
Yeah.
the
Baby.
buffer, do you reckon, for you guys once you have the kid? How long until people start coming to the house?
I don't know because I know that at least
Expect
my
me right immediately, Tom.
I know my immediate family of like we've gotten our injections, our whooping cough injections, so it's like we can be there as soon as we can.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas like there's a couple of weeks I think you wait until the baby gets its shot and
Yeah.
things like that. But
Yeah.
That's sweet that they're excited.
I mean, yeah, exactly. And all for it, all for the help and having the family together and everything
Yeah.
like that. But maybe for some people, not so much.
Yeah.
all right.
Who
So,
knows?
how are we trying to help this guy? What is he looking for from us?
well-
One thing I want to bring up before we get into the actual device is
Yep.
I don't understand like the you know how people say do you do that at home or like when you're
Right.
at like do you put your feet up on this couch at home whatever it is.
Yeah.
I hate when people say that to me because I'm like you don't know what I do at home. I sit around naked at home half the time, so I can do that in public if that's
I think
gone by
what
your
they're
advice.
saying is like, that's a good point though. They say, do you do that at home? And if you do, does that suddenly make it okay?
Yeah.
So you're taking this question as an assault on your personal freedom.
Well, yeah. Do you do that
It
in a room?
extends to other stuff.
The
as
real,
well.
the real like overarching issue I saw with the question is people being like questioning your manners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
question when I do this elsewhere.
But have you ever been like had your manners questioned or like something you do that's like, oh, that's a bit
that's a
odd.
good
Like,
question.
I think so. Like there's probably like there's some like, but I feel like my manners have been kept in check by my parents to a
Okay,
certain degree.
okay.
It's just like you don't ask those
has anyone ever
questions.
pulled you up on when you finish your soft drink and you crunch your ice?
Crunch your eyes.
Yeah.
Besides you, Tom, no one,
No one.
no one has ever said.
This has come up in the
Marcus-
podcast before
Yeah.
as well, I
I'm just-
remember.
all I'm saying is like that could be something that like if you're at a restaurant and you finish your drink and it's got a bit of ice in there,
Yeah.
you start crunching it. Some people could be like, "Hey man,
Yeah, don't do that.
don't do that. That's a bit loud."
If anyone says that to me, I would just
I don't
make
know.
fun of
Just
them.
an example for
as
example.
an example. No one's ever said that, and I
Okay.
don't think I do actually. I crunch ice everywhere. It's just it's just what I do.
Yeah,
It's,
right,
I
right.
enjoy it. I'm mature.
I can think of one thing, like one utensil etiquette thing that drove my brother crazy.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
ended up saying something to my.
He's actually in a mental institute at the
No,
moment.
it was quite funny.
He's not allowed knives anymore.
Nah.
Only forks. Only sporks.
But no, one of my relatives, whenever they have a coffee
Yeah.
and they put their sugar in, they make sure that they're